Hi, my name's Harjit Sandhu. I'm an application security engineer at Zoopla. I help our engineers deliver secure code securely. And today I'm going to show you how, with little or no security experience, you can learn how to threat model using an interactive game. Using this game, you can also identify risks and articulate controls within a given system. Engineers and QAs and architects often see security testing as a very specialized skill set, leaving it to pen testers to work in specialized environments to capture the security requirements. Meanwhile, security is one of the biggest risks to organizational operability today in terms of operability and financial impact. So anything we can do to tighten the loop on getting some of the security testing done earlier, capturing some of these requirements, spending less time in the penetration test environments would be beneficial to the organization and to the engineers themselves also. I was having a conversation with my colleague at the time, Can, and we were talking about how could we scale threat modeling across the organization with little effort, but maintaining a high level of quality. And we're both avid gamers, and we spoke about creating a game potentially to allow the engineers to learn how to threat model without maybe needing to know how. I obsessed about this, and I managed to come up with a prototype, and I played it with them. And this is the game I'm going to show you about today. Now with that, I'd like to introduce you today to my game, Threat Hunters. Threat Hunters is an RPG style board game that allows you to present a system, and within that system you take it in turns to attack the system and defend the system. I played this a number of times, and I've had quite a lot of success quite often in terms of helping people understand the fundamentals of threat modeling and also articulating control within a system, which is always a good thing to capture also. Now, like any good RPG game, the first thing you do is you need to set the scene, and that's no different from Threat Hunters. So I like to set the scene in a way that is relevant to the team I'm playing with at the time. But I do have a couple of generic scenes that you can use if you want to use this game for training purposes, as opposed to an exercise for capturing risks. Without further ado, allow me to introduce to you Acme Corp. Now, Acme Corp are an online portal that sell anvils, and they're sold at rock bottom prices, mainly to coyotes. Acme Corp provides the ability for customers to search for various shapes, sizes and weights and get these shipped to their homes within a few days. The owner, John Acme, up until now hasn't invested within security. He's been focused on growth. But luckily, the brand new security team is able to change that. Once the scene has been set, we now need a system to talk about. Now, systems are different from use case to use case, from business to business. However, I like to either use a generic system, like I have generic scenes. The generic use cases allows us to learn how to play the game and learn how to threat model whilst having fun. Or we can use the actual systems that we are operating on in production or building, and then they can be the systems that we play the game on. I'm going to show you a system now that I'm going to use for the remainder of this session.